Hello YouTube, how's it going? Demigod here, and today we're going to be doing a lot of stuff to the bike, doing some mods. We're going to be getting rid of this fender, installing some integrated taillights, and then also finally putting on some frame sliders for the bike. Before we get started with that, I do want to give you guys a bit of an update as far as like plans and gear and stuff like that. So a couple comments were like, yeah dude, like your gloves suck, get some real gear, you know, ride safe gear and all that. And I actually did have a pair of gloves like riding gloves, brand new, never used them, but I got them a year ago after my MSF course. And when I got this bike, I completely just lost them. I had no idea where they were. And yeah, so I just rode around using the gloves like $20 like hardware gloves I got from Walmart. And I just rode around in those. Those were the ones I used in the MSF course. But the problem is I already ordered some new gloves. I got Alpine Star, I think they're V2. If I'm remembering correctly, I'll have to put it up on the screen. But I got some boots, I got some gloves, and I'm just waiting for those to come in. So I don't really know what I'm gonna do with these, but I'll figure it out. As far as the install goes, I'm probably not gonna record anything or like much of anything because, to be honest, I'm kind of not mechanically inclined, so it's gonna take me forever to put all of this stuff on from TST. But I will update you guys periodically. Some cars passing periodically throughout the video, and just, I don't know, I guess take you through it. So we're gonna start with the frame sliders first and just get those on here, and then we're gonna do the fender delete. But yeah guys, just stay tuned, I guess, and enjoy the video. Okay, so opening this up, I believe this is the clear tail light for the integrated tail lights we got there. These are the frame sliders we have. And I believe this is the low mount. Sorry, I'm trying to do this with one hand. The low mount bracket for the license plate I'm going to be putting on there whenever that decides to come in. So I think I'm going to start with this side because I have some plastics to loosen up and remove there to get into the bike and put the no-cut sliders on. So I'm going to start with this side and I'll let you guys know how it goes. So it just started raining again. I'm going to have to move the bike into the garage. Kind of annoying, but yeah, whatever. Okay, so I have the frame slider mounted, nice and snug. I'm not gonna lie, it was kind of annoying to install. I wouldn't say it's hard, just really annoying with, you know, torque wrench and, you know, getting everything unloose. But we did that. The fairings are still loose, so I'm gonna button everything up on this side, and then I'm going to switch to the other side. So yeah, well, I guess I'll see you when this is all re-buttoned up. Okay, so we got the bike back outside. Here's the right side, everything buttoned up except for the bottom push pin. And now we're gonna have to do this side. I think this side is gonna be a lot more difficult, mainly because I'm on a hill, and so the bike is slanted more downward, and it's gonna be hard to get under, like near the fairings where I need to get, I think, but maybe it'll be easy. So we're gonna start this side, and then once we get both frame sliders on, we're gonna start with the fender stuff. So let's do that now. Okay, so we finished the left side of the bike, everything's buttoned up and the frame sliders are installed. Nice and sturdy there. We'll do a quick walk around. It stopped raining, so that's good. And then there's the other slider. So we got frame sliders in. It took me about 2 hours, which is pretty terrible because it took the guy in the video like 20 minutes, but I'd rather take my time and get things done right than screw up and fuck my bike up. So yeah, next we're gonna do the Fender Eliminator and integrated taillight. Right now I am gonna take a break because I need to get some food, refill, drink some water, stretch, and then we're going to get rid of that. So yeah, stay tuned for that, I guess. Okay, so I took off the rider seat and the passenger seat, and I need to get this off. So I believe I removed these 4 bolts, and then there's some other inner bolts I need to take off, so I'm going to do that, and once it's off, I'll be back. Okay, and now if I can get these cables out, and good man, this is really hard to do with one hand. That's 1, that's 2, and the fender is no more. So I toss it over there, and this is the bike without it. Probably can't see because of the way the sun is, but it's looking good. And now I need to get this clear one on here, and it'll be looking good. We gotta take out this lens too. I'll see you guys when we get the lens in. Okay, so we have the clear taillight mounted and it looks amazing. So now all that's left is to button everything back up, connect wires. I'm also going to install the relay so the sequential lights flash at the right speed, and I'm also just going to go ahead and put that low bracket on. So yeah, I guess we'll be back when the bike is all put together and working again. So see ya. Hey YouTube, how's it going? It's Demigod, and here is the last update for the bike for this video. It's been about 2 days. I know, a pretty big jump from the last time you guys heard me, but what ended up happening was it got really dark when I was working on the bike, and I ran into some issues because it was pitch black and I couldn't see anything. So what I ended up doing was just taking the bike back into the garage and then calling it a night because my whole body was just super tired and achy, and I was a little over it for a second. But we finished up the bike today, and as you can see, we got the frame slider on there. Very nice. Do a walk around of the bike. We got a cool TST, that's the clear lens, and then we got the other slider here. I'll turn on the bike and show you guys the lighting. So I have the hazards on right now, and this is what they look like. The relay slowed down the lights to my liking to the factory blinker speed, so that's good. And overall, I'm pretty happy with the project. As far as next thing being done to this bike, it's gonna be an exhaust. Finally getting rid of the stock exhaust. I do have a bike stand. I just didn't use it here because I was waiting for my spools to come in from Revzilla, and they finally came today, so I'm gonna throw those on as well. And then when we do the exhaust, we're gonna have it up on the stand, and it should be a lot easier to do stuff to the bike, so we're gonna have to do this all over again. But yeah, let me know what you think. Any tips or just anything else I should do in general as far as mods or upgrades to the bike. And yeah, thank you guys for being here. I'm just super pumped and stoked to be done with installing this stuff so I can go ride. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Just be safe, take care, and I'll see you later. Peace.